You've been learning about value investing, finance, just regular investment for a while now, but you don't know where to go next. You're getting confused about the vast amount of information on the internet. You don't want to waste your time on crap information. You want good information and reliable information. In this series of videos on value investing and finance education, you will find those answers to those questions and much more. My name is Jason Rivera. Welcome to Value Investing and Finance Education. Hey, Jason here. Today I want to give you my thoughts on why value investing. Why not momentum trading? Why not trading at all? Why not growth investing? Why not some other kind of investing? Why value investing? I've talked, obviously this is Value Investing blog, and I've talked a lot about when value investing works best, where it works, but I haven't really told you why I initially got into value investing initially. I don't remember the exact kind of process of me getting into value investing, but I do remember pretty early on when I was learning about value investing and finance, reading The Intelligent Investor. And I don't remember what chapter it is. I think it's 8 or 21. And there, because Buffett always brings up those two chapters as two of the best chapters on value investing ever. And he actually has a saying that if you read about value investing, it either makes sense like that immediately or it doesn't at all. For me, it just makes sense immediately. Building in, especially, I'm a very financially conservative. I don't spend money on anything really other than education for myself, experiences for my family. That's pretty much it. Oh, and food, of course. That's about it. Fishing stuff. I don't really have many hobbies. I used to play video games quite a bit. I don't nearly as much anymore. I spend most of my money on books and courses and stuff like that. For me personally, eventually travel for my kids and my family and my wife. Experience type situations, and of course food. So I'm very financially conservative, so value investing, just kind of from that perspective, made automatic sense to me. And Buffett and Seth Klarman also say that in some senses they believe that value investing is genetic, because either you have the mental predisposition where, again, it makes sense immediately, or it doesn't make sense at all. For example, my wife, make a terrible value investor. She doesn't like to save money. She's not financially conservative, and that's about it. Into it, I'll get it without me getting yelled at. So, but it just, it immediately makes sense to me in a way that trading never really made sense to me at all. A, because the costs are way too high. Sorry, I just hit my computer here. The costs are way too high over time, especially when you consider the transaction cost, opportunity cost, other fees, taxes, all this kind of stuff. Costs are just way too high. Plus, I don't want to just sit there and be in and out of everything. I have the long-term mindset, which is another part of value investing. I don't get trading at all, never really gotten it. Don't think people can become great at it over a long time period. Yes, you can have short individual wins, but to me trading is more like gambling, where over the long time the market is going to win. Not just necessarily because you're going to not necessarily have poor trades, but again, because of the things like opportunity costs, taxes, fees that will continue to pile up over time. So your returns will not be nearly as good with something like a buy and hold long-term value investing strategy. Again, same thing with momentum. Momentum goes in there. That's based off emotion. I'm not very emotional. I am a very analytical, very logical person. Emotions don't play a large part in my life whatsoever. And pretty much the only thing that I'm emotional about is my family and friends, close friends, and that's about it. I'm not really emotional about anything else. Growth investing. Value investing and growth investing, most people think they're different. I think they're just different sides of the proverbial same coin. But what I do with value investing is I don't look for growth necessarily. I don't look at anything in the future based on when I do a valuation of a company, for example, I look at what it's doing today based on its currently available numbers and what it's done in the past. Anything in the future is icing on the cake, if it's a good thing. If it's a bad thing, that can be obviously a major red flag. But if it's a good thing, like massive growth in an industry that they're involved in, something like that, that's all icing on the cake to me. I don't project out cash flows, because I suck at it. I'm terrible at estimating things. So I don't even try in most cases. So again, going to value investing. I can value a company based on what it's doing now and what it's done in the past because the number's already there. I don't have to estimate what it is going to do in the future. Again, if it's positive, that's icing on the cake. If it's negative, it's obviously huge, negative. But those are the main reasons why value investing, again, just makes immediate sense to me is when I first learned about it. And why I picked this kind of strategy, I guess, over other investment strategies. Another reason is you can prove it actually works if you follow the processes. There are dozens, hundreds of value investors out there in the world who have proven track records over a long time period that they can beat the market. No other investment strategy that I know of, you can prove that out. Yes, there are people like George Soros in trading, but even he, who's probably the best trader ever, even he has a few big wins where he bets huge and wins, but he also has a lot of losses as well. In value investing, you try to minimize losses as much as possible. So those are the main reasons why value investing. I'd love to hear your thoughts on why value investing. Why did you get into value investing in the first place? Why did you stick with value investing? Why do you pick value investing when it doesn't work in up markets, which we've had for the last 3 years? It doesn't work as well. And I've answered that in a previous video as well, because I'm not thinking about the short term. I'm thinking about 10, 20, 40, 50 years down the road. I'm only 32, just turned 32 in December. So I'm thinking over the long term. I'm not thinking about what's happening a month from now, 6 months from now, a year from now, or even 2 years from now. I'm thinking 5 years down the road, where am I going to be and how am I going to get there? Or where do I want to be and how am I going to get there? So those are the main reasons why value investing makes just immediate sense to me. Again, I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. I'm sure there would be some similar thoughts, but I'd love to hear your thoughts, especially if they're different as well, in the comments below. Make sure to live, share, subscribe to this if you're watching on YouTube, and make sure to watch our other series as well, Value Invest in Your Car series, case study series, our Free Training Friday and behind the scenes series. We talk about all value investing education in different series here, different topics, not only just about value investing, about finance, general investment, emotions, and investing, all sorts of different stuff. So hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time, I'll talk to you soon. Thanks. Have a good day. Bye.